we're back with another set of nails, and today we are going to do this super colorful set. Oh my gosh, I use so many different colors than just these, but we're also stamping, and we're going to stamp with this little design on the underneath. So this is what I call turn 'em nails, when you turn over your nails and there's actually a design underneath instead of, just nothing. So I call them turn 'em nails. I'm sure they're called many other things out in the world, but this is what I call them. And so what I do is I put something on the clear nail before I actually put the design that you see on the top of the nail, that most people look at. And by doing this, then you can see a design underneath your nail as well as on top, and you can enjoy both. So what I did was I put a matte top coat down first, then I stamped this design on, and then I put a base coat, a foundation, to shine it back up, and this is how it turns out. Now that's the underneath of all the nails. So what I also did with all 5 of these nails is I put a white coat on top. So all of these nails are going to be white in this video today, but we are going to add a pop of lots of different color, and I just love the way these turned out. 2 coats of the white seem to just really make the bottom pop the pink design underneath the nail, and so that's what I did with all 5 nails. And then I started doing the design in all of these amazing colors by Beetles. Of course, I will show you the rest, all 5 nails at the end of this. We take some time to look at the end product. But so what I do is I use these Beetle gel products, and I'm just using a dry gel brush to swipe on a couple of the colors, and then I just wipe it off, and just using all 3 of these colors, and I'm just putting like a little swatch, I guess, of color just throughout, and I'm not curing in between. You can if you want to, but I knew I wasn't going to have these touch, and they're going to be petals of the flower. So a whole bunch of different colored petals, so very springy. I'm definitely already thinking spring, even though it's almost Valentine's Day. And so what I did was I added a heart to every single nail in the set, but you kind of have to find the hearts, right? So that is what I ended up doing to incorporate Valentine's along with this springy, very springy set. So I hope you enjoy this. I had a lot of fun doing it, and especially the stamping, because I'm getting better with my stamping. For a long time, I struggled with it, and now I'm really just having fun with it. So it goes to show you that yeah, if you just continue to play with, the colors or the gels or the striping pen or whatever it is that you're having trouble using, just keep at it. You get better at it, and it ends up getting, to a point where you feel like doing it all the time. I love stamping now. Anyway, so on this first nail, this is the pinky nail. We are going to create those little swatches. We're going to just kind of deepen using a deeper color, which is all, what are these? These are gel liners in a little bit of a deeper shade than the original swatches. And so like that light yellow was the swatch, and now I'm just highlighting it or defining it by putting like little teeny, I guess like petals on top. And I'm doing that with a deeper color on the sides and then the little tiny stripes. And now I'm adding the heart. And this one is easy to find, but there's only one heart on this nail. And then I wanted to just add a little bit of a pop of green, and I really didn't know how much green I wanted in this set because I wasn't really going for like an Easter set. And when I put all of these colors along with green, um, to me that screams Easter, and I didn't want it to look like Easter. So I hope that it doesn't look like Easter to you. It just looks like, spring flowers, which is what we all are looking forward to, I'm sure, with all the snow that we've been having lately. If you're watching in the future, then you're like, what snow? But yeah, right now, January, mid-January, 2023, we were getting tons of snow all over the US. And so, yeah. And then I just added the green dots and I loved the way that worked. It's not too much green. It just adds a pop of it. And yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Now, this nail is the ring finger. You know how I do it if you've seen my videos before. I like to work from pinky all the way over to the thumb. So this is the one that's right next to the pinky. This is the ring finger, and I'm going to just do one big kind of jumbo flower, and I'm outlining it and defining it with the hot pink. So purple with hot pink, I love it. And then I ended up just adding kind of like a little more definition to the center, just to add a little something extra. So it just didn't just look like, a purple blotch with with some pink. So I added the lighter pink too. And I think that that did a really good job of defining it by adding those lighter stripes too. It just looks cute and kind of crayon-ish, like a young, uh, artist. Like something that I've been doing probably since I was in kindergarten. And then I added grass. Yeah, so super simple. It really just shows the simplicity that you can, just show in your art if you want to, if you're in the mood to do something simple. And so then, of course, I put the sunlight because all flowers love sun. And now I am adding a little yellow heart in the center of the sun. And so that's the heart that is in that nail. Now we're going to move on to the middle nail. And oh my gosh, this one I had so much fun with. It took a little while because I was running out of my base colors, and I always fight this. I'm like, do I really want to put another blob on? I know I'm probably going to be done with these colors in a second, but then I decided, yeah, I definitely need them. I'm only on my middle nail, and yeah, I still have, two more nails to get through after this one. So I had to add some more color. And so then you see me doing that right there. And so this finger is going to have 4 flowers on it. And it's also going to have polka dots all over it. So I figured while I'm using this color, I'm just going to add the polka dots as well. So I'm also adding the heart. See? Everyone has at least one heart. So, yeah, so so cute. I just love this pop of color. So tell me, are you ready for spring? Let me know down below in the comments if you are ready for spring. I am. I've got to tell you, I'm completely bypassing the whole idea of winter. And one thing that I keep promising Logan that I will do, if this is your very first time watching, Logan is my son. He just turned 15 and he has never gone skiing. And so one of my children lives in New York. We live in Texas. And so we go and visit Tyler in New York a couple of times each year. And this year, Logan said, instead of meeting Tyler in New York, can we just meet him in like Colorado or, somewhere for a couple of days and go skiing. And I tried really, really, really hard to get into the spirit of that. And I asked Tyler, hey, instead of coming to visit you for your birthday, because his birthday's in February, I said, would you mind at all if we went skiing instead? And I just, met you skiing. And he's like, Mom, I don't even like to ski. I hate being cold. And I am right there with him. I'm telling you, I love to ski, but I haven't done it in years and years. And it is because I do not like being cold. So I am so over this whole cold area of time that we have as far as winter goes. And I know that some people love, love, love the winters. I am so out of shot here. But anyway, so that is the four flowers, and now we're moving on to the pointer finger. So yeah, I'm still kind of, iffy on whether or not we're going to do that. I actually booked to visit New York before I had this conversation with both my boys. So, so we are booked anyway to be in New York. So maybe we'll, find some ice skating or something. I know Rockefeller Center has an ice rink in the winter, so I don't know if they just have that for Christmas or what, but I've actually skated that Rockefeller Center uh, skating rink before. So I wonder if maybe I can just get away with taking them ice skating and Tyler can just sit on the side and drink hot cocoa and me and Logan can go ice skating instead of snow skiing. So I don't think that's going to work, but I'll try it. Stay tuned to see how this saga ends. I promise you, I will give you updates, and I am almost certain that Logan will win the game when it comes to this. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking on this pointer finger, I am taking every color and I'm just kind of making little streams of, squiggly lines, and then I'm just kind of outlining the lines with each color, and it ends up looking pretty much like a squiggly, almost like a river of these colors, right? All meshed together, maybe a little marble-ish, not so much, but a little. And at this point, I'm just filling in all the white that's in the center. I'm kind of just blending all those colors. And then what did I do? Then I cured it, and now I am adding the hearts. Every time I put on a layer, I cure it for 1 minute. I just have my LED lamp set for 60 seconds, and it seems to do the trick. So if I happen to come about ever in a design where my polish is a little thicker than normal, like this, where when I'm doing the marbling, sometimes the marbling gets thick, and in that case I will just cure it a second time. So I cure it for 2 minutes, but generally you put on a color and you cure it for 60 seconds, and then you put on another, say a flower, and then you cure it for 60 seconds. So that's how I ended up doing that. And that one ended up being, did you see the hearts that I put in the center? I put 3 hearts in the center of that nail. Yeah, and now this is the thumb and the final nail that we're going to work on today. And bam, right in the very beginning, right out the gate, I put some hearts on, and I thought, maybe I should also do hearts in yellow. And so I added some yellow hearts on as well, and just kind of every which way, or they're all pointed in the same up down direction, but just kind of all over the nail. And so I added 4 of these yellow nails. And I'm not curing in between, but if I had to do it over again, I would say do the green ones and then cure it for a minute. And then, or you could even just flash cure it for like 15, 20 seconds, something like that. And then do the yellow hearts and flash cure it. And then do the pink hearts and flash cure it. And, by the time you are done, you won't have to worry. Like I was worrying turning the nail from left to right that maybe my fingers might touch the opposite side. And so I really should have cured in between, like I'm telling you, you should do. Right? So, yeah, if I would have made an oops, then yeah, I definitely would have been kicking myself for that. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. But I get so into it. Do you do that too while you're doing art or anything that you're doing? You know that you probably should be doing it a different way, but you do it anyway because you're just so into it. I'm just loving it so much. So I'm just going and going and going. And so, of course, I also add the purple hearts. And this nail ended up being my favorite nail. I love the flowers, but I love the hearts too. So apparently my heart is still in Valentine's, just kind of in a subtle way. I don't know. Maybe it's sharing the thought of spring and Valentine's at the same time. Yeah, so I love the way it turned out. This looks to me very much like a pattern. So I just filled in like the little extra spots with all the different colors in dots and anything that had like any like amount of white, I would add a dot to, and it would just fill it in. And I ended up putting dots of all four colors, and this is how it turned out. So I love it so much. Yeah, I might have to make just a whole set of hearts and dots like that. I love them. But yeah, absolutely love the colors. It makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy too, and that watching this video today has brought you a smile to your face. If you like this video, please like it. Here they are up front, and yeah, here's the flip so you can see what's underneath. Yeah, and none of that gel touches your finger because it's on the top of the nail, not on the bottom. So you don't have to worry about that when you're doing it. But yeah, like this video if you are liking it, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And there are more to come. I like to do it at least one a day, maybe 5 a week. Let's say that. Anyways, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next one.